Hey y'all, hey, happy Saturday. It is your girl, Saved Bay. And I just want to tell you guys this morning, I want to talk a little bit about obedience to God. I have definitely been on both sides of the obedience line. I have been on the disobedience side and I have been on the obedience side. And I want you to know, in order for your destiny and your purpose, your business to flow, your finances to flow, your family to flow, your home to flow, everything connected to you to flow in the fullness thereof, you have to be obedient to God. I was having a conversation with one of my friends this morning, and as we were talking, God was just showing me things that could have worked out for me had I been obedient. Had I operated in obedience, had I did the things that were necessary to stay grounded and rooted in Him on this journey, to avoid so much warfare, so much pain, so much torment in my life, so many consequences in my life. Had I been obedient, right? If we don't obey God, people think, oh, we got free will. We don't really have to obey God. God go spin the block and come back around with that same blessing. He don't always do that. Sometimes that blessing probably won't even come to pass because it's contingent on your obedience, on my obedience. So in this season, I think that we need to come up with a strategy to obey God no matter what, no matter how we feel, no matter what emotion we feel, no matter how the people around us feel about the decisions that we're making per what God told us. I think this season we need to ask God to strengthen our discernment, to help us build an altar for Him. Pretty much pray and fast. Get a life of prayer and fasting and listening and obeying Him. We cannot do nothing without God. We cannot even flourish, even prosper without obeying God. Okay? We cannot flourish without obedience to God. Back then in the Bible, God was taking people out left and right. Right? He was a straight shooter back then. For people who did not obey, He was taking them out of here. So we should be grateful for the grace and the mercy that God has bestowed on our life. Because how many times have we disobeyed Him? How many times have we went left instead of going right like He said? How many times have we jumped into things that He did not mean for us to be in? How many times did we ignore the red flags? How many times? That's like, I'm going to repent. I'm going to repent. The word for the day is go obey God. I don't care how much you pray, how much you beg God for anything that you're believing Him for. If your obedience is not attached to it, it will not come to pass. Obey God today. Have a good Saturday.